Today I'm going to be installing the Friedrich window-mounted air conditioning unit, except I'm going to be installing it through the wall. There's some significant advantages of installing it through the wall. One, it doesn't block your view through the window, and you can actually open up your window. Now, if you see, I've mounted it up really high. This way, it does not get in the way of any furniture. You could have tables and chairs pushed up against the wall. It doesn't interfere. This is a view from the outside of the shed. Now, this is a tiny shed. It's a tough shed that we converted into an office, and it just gets too hot in the summertime. All right, let's go take a look inside the tough shed / office. This is a 120 square foot tough shed, so it's 10 feet by 12 feet. It's all insulated with drywall, and it's been painted and texturing as floors. And this is the location right there on the wall up high where I'm going to install the air conditioning unit. And again, having it up high is perfect because it's away from any furniture. And also, I remember once I installed one down low and it was blowing all my paperwork all over the place. And it's just nice to have it up high. One thing you want to make sure is that you check to make sure there's no wiring right in that area. And so you can use a stud finder that has electrical sensors that you can determine if there's any wiring. And if there is, obviously you're going to have to do some wiring work. Fortunately, when I designed this, I made sure there was no wiring in that particular location because I knew I was going to be installing an air conditioning unit.
So this is my strategy. You have 3 studs on the wall. I'm going to build this box that's just like a 1/16 of an inch wider on each side than the size of the air conditioning unit. I'm going to cut this one stud, and I'm going to put the box, the frame, I'm going to slide it right into the wall. I'm going to attach screws there, into that stud going up, and stud on the bottom. And I don't have to do anything at all with that stud. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to do any drywall work. You're just going to put some trim right over the edge like that. There'll be some trim there. There'll be trim on the top, trim on the bottom, and on the sides. You won't have to do any drywall work. And same thing on the outside. You add trim, it'll cover any of the spaces. So it's a great system. It's very efficient. And there's the AC unit. It is a Friedrich model for a room that's 150 square feet. So this is 120 square feet. Should be more than enough. One of the key things when I take measurements for the frame, you have to account for these little clips, these little things that stick out on the side. You have to make sure you add a little extra for those, like at least 1/4 inch extra. And then also you want to, same thing for the height. This little round thing here, it sticks up. That's going to add a little bit. And you want to check the bottom to see if there's anything sticking out of the bottom. So it looks like I took a measurement. This and this are actually the same height, but you do have a little bit. Oh, it's just styrofoam. Okay, there's no other screws sticking out. That's good. And on this side, okay, I think I got it. So we're just going to take our measurements there. It's 18 5/8. I'm going to add, so 19 inches. That'll give us plenty of clearance for those little tabs on the side. So 19 inches is the width.
Here is the frame that I've slid over the air conditioning unit. It was almost a perfect fit. On the sides, it was perfect, 1/16 of an inch gap on either side. The top and bottom, there was a little bit too big of a gap. I actually had to go back and trim off 3/8 of an inch off one side to make it fit perfectly.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this keyhole saw. I'm just going to stab right in here, I want to know exactly where the edge of that stud is. Alright, so alright, we're going to use the Sawzall, got a Milwaukee Sawzall, and this thing is coming in handy so much. Alright, so we're looking out, we got an outlet right there, works out quite well. And let's see what we can do here. Now, just want to get down. Let's knock this out. Next, you're going to take your frame and you're going to slide it into the opening that you just cut. You want to make sure it fits really well. You may have to trim off a little extra of the drywall or the studs. And then you also want to make sure it's totally level. That is critical. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to drill. We're going to drill holes all along the edges, all four, and then we're going to take a Sawzall. I want to cut that opening out. Now the cool thing is, on the other side, the outside cement board covers over the frame that helps prevent any water getting in. We're also going to put some caulking. Alright, the old Milwaukee Sawzall, nice long blade, just going to cut straight down from hole to hole, connect the dots. Can you see that? There we go. We've got a brand new window. There's the air conditioning. The air just flows in. Yeah. I don't think my wife would like that. So you can see it. See a little close up there. There's just a couple of edges where I need to touch up, shave a little bit more off right. So there's the hole from the outside. You can see inside. All right, now I've got the AC unit right there. I'm going to give it a try, see if it fits. So I use the Sawzall. I cut the little edge off there, a little bit off the top and bottom. It's funny, just 1/16 of an inch makes a huge difference. Let's give it a try again. So I put it so, let's see here. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you can see the little legs. They're like right in the middle of the stud. Oh, there you can see it now. Yeah, those are right in the middle of the stud. Over here, I'll just weave them right there. Okay, it's time for some trim. Again, this is 2 1/4 inch wide, or I should say thick, by 5/8 of an inch deep. And what I'm doing here is I'm screwing in the trim. And ideally, I'm going to be taking it off afterwards. I just want to get it all fitted, then I'm going to take it off and paint it. In between painting it, I'm going to caulk all along the edges there to prevent any vents or air coming in or bugs being able to come in. So I've got the air conditioning on right now. I'll tell you, woohoo, it's nice. It's like close to 90 outside. It is nice and cool in here, even though there's a gap there. Wow. Anyhow, right now what I'm doing is I'm adding some first strips. You see, this 2x4 inset 1 inch. So I added each of these first strips is 1/4 inch thick. So I just added a couple on the side, a couple on that side. And now I'm going to add some more right here. We've got the foam insulation in good shape. Screw the top on. This will also lock the air conditioning unit in place. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wait. We're going to wait for that to expand and dry. I'll cut it off with a utility knife, and then I'll put the trim back up. Actually, I could probably go ahead and paint the trim since it's off right now. Grab off your hands.